Hello, what's up? All right, so today what has been on my heart to share with you is, what do you do when you feel stuck in life? And I know stuck can show up a lot of different ways. It can show up as boredom. It can show up as just feeling very disconnected. It can show up as not knowing what steps to take next, feeling like all the plates are up in the air, all the different aspects of your life are up in the air, and it feels like there's really like no grounding. It can also just be maybe you're frustrated with your current circumstances and you're looking for something different and you're not really sure how, and you feel stuck when you think about doing something else because like you can't even fathom how to do that other thing. It could mean you're maybe locked into some certain life situations that you wish you had something totally different. Okay, so it can show up a lot of different ways. And the very first thing that I want you to do is, if you're feeling any of these things, is I encourage you right now, or if you're driving, you could still do this. Just be mindful of your surroundings. Don't close your eyes. Keep your eyes open if you're driving, but just take a deep breath and release it. And I know that won't fix it all. It's a piece in the puzzle, because I feel like when we're in that energy, when we're in that feeling of unfulfillment, feeling bored, feeling like a lack of purpose, or feeling unclear about what next step to do, or feeling like we're at a transition point, or just feeling like there's more to life, like you have an empty hole inside of you. At least for me, and all the times that I have felt that way in my life, like I feel it like up here. So where do you feel it in your body? Where does it show up? And for me, it's like a tighter, more constrictive feeling. And so that's why I wanted to encourage you in saying, right now, let's just take a deep breath and let it all out. But not, a lot of times when I ask people to take a deep breath who haven't done any deep breathing exercises, it's usually like, okay, look, gotta start somewhere. But I'm talking about a deep breath that goes not just into your chest, but into your belly as well. And you take this deep breath, so you're like, and when you let it out, you let it out. It's like a forceful let out. It's a clearing. And it helps to relax you. It helps to push your shoulders back. And that's one of the tools that you can use, because anytime you're feeling that tenseness, or you're feeling like things are tight, you're not really getting what it is you want to get, or you thought you should get, or whatever, all the scenarios I said. Another tool that you can use in these moments is, how can you get into action? Which I know can be tough, because sometimes in these moments you're like, well, I don't know what direction to take. Like, where should I go? What should I do? What steps should I take next? And I understand that a lack of clarity on where to go may be holding you back from taking action. But what I mean by action is a couple of things. One thing you can do is you can tap into your intuition, your knowingness. What is the thing that keeps showing up for you, that keeps coming up, that maybe you're not listening to, or you're pushing back, that's like, hey, just do this. Hey, just do this. So for example, for me, when it was coming into doing this video series, I was feeling very stuck, and I was feeling like I really wanted to connect with myself and tap into my confidence more. And the thing that kept coming up for me as an idea was, just do some videos, just do some videos, do some videos. And I kept ignoring it because I was waiting for someone on the outside to tell me it was okay to do videos, or to hold me accountable to that. And I realized that it's up to me to hold me accountable for it. So I understand, and I get that it can be nice to work with someone for accountability, but also I encourage you to pay attention, what keeps coming up for you that could help you to get into action. And so something that could help get you into action could be something as simple as a book, or a course, or working with a coach. Now, the thing is if you're going to do something self-study, reading the book sometimes is not enough. It's actually applying some of the things from the book or from the tool that will help you move. Another thing that can help that is related to action is if you're trying to figure out what's next in your life, how can you start having conversations with people or start exploring something that sparks your attention? So you maybe, let's say you want to live somewhere else and you're not really sure where. And so it just feels all fuzzy to you and you're like, I don't know. There's just so many things. I got this going on. I got that going on. I don't like my job. I don't like my life right now. Like, I want more. I feel like there's more for me. I want to live somewhere else. Like, there's all these things. And when all these things are piling up, it can feel very overwhelming. Been there for sure too. And what I was saying about, I just lost the train of thought. One second. Okay. So part of getting into action can be exploring and just starting to have conversations without attachment. So let's say it's like where to live. You can start having conversations with people and you can ask them questions. Like, one of the things I've been doing as we've been nomading across the country is, as we've been going places, I've been asking people, like, what's your favorite part about living here? What's your least favorite part about living here? And I feel like it gives a little snapshot into the area about things I would have never thought of or would have ever considered. So like, for example, where we're at right now in Central Florida, what people like is that they're an hour away from the beaches. Like, I'm like, oh wow, I didn't even think about it from that perspective. So you could just start gathering information where you're not attached to it, because you're not, just by talking to someone, you're not like trying to solve the problem all at once. So you can get into some action that can really help you. And the next thing is, God, I keep saying this, but it's so true. Go back to these videos. Go back if you haven't watched them, or rewatch them, and apply the things in the videos. Pay attention to the things that really you feel very drawn to, and maybe even the things that you feel a little scared to do, or you're like a little bit resistant to, because the resistance is where the transformation happens and where a lot of the pieces on the other side of resistance. And I understand that resistance can also show up as a way to tell you no, that it's not a good fit. And so through practice, that's how you would be able to navigate that. So today's video was really just speaking to what can you do, what actions can you take if you're feeling stuck, or any of those things I said earlier, like where you're just feeling like there's an emptiness inside, you're wanting more fulfillment, like you feel unclear about the direction in your life that you're going. These are some of the actions that you can take. And this series has been very, very powerful. And the best part about it is that my intention was to show up and be a channel and share things with you. And we have one more day in the 30 days of inspiration, and the time and the videos will not stop after that, but I will close the container of the 30 days of inspiration, because I feel like this is a great container. And if this is the first video that you're watching, know that you can go back and watch the rest of them, and you can pick and choose. There really is not a hardcore, like the sequence is if you want to go along with me for the journey of growth, but there isn't like step 1 to step 30. It's just pieces of the puzzle that you can put the pieces together, right? And as you put the pieces together, some people like to start with the border, and some people start with the inside. Some people start, you know what I'm saying? All right, so this has gone long enough. I know that it's been super powerful. Share this with somebody who you feel like could benefit from it. And here would be good. If you feel stuck right now, feel free to reach out, because this is what I work with. This is what I do. This is what me and Jay do. This is our world. And if you have felt stuck, or you have felt that emptiness, or you have felt that lack of clarity, or you felt like you weren't sure what direction to go in your life, then maybe post in the comments what it is that you did that helped you to break through that. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.